Well, greetings YouTube, and today we are in for a special treat. Now we'll have a look at the game called Rayman Origins. Now it is a game I have been planning on playing for quite some time, but I haven't really gotten to it until now, so I picked it up over the holiday. And I must say I really enjoyed it, so I thought, why not share my experiences and thoughts of the game with you guys, and maybe even you would like to try it out. Because I have this feeling that this game during last year was slightly overlooked by people, because, well, it came out in the middle of November, and as you probably know, November was quite hectic when it comes to gaming. It was Skyrim, Assassin's Creed, Saints Row. There's so many games, and we all have a limit on our time and our budgets, so I gather this game was probably not on top of the list for many gamers, but now I shall explain some more why it should be, or at least why you should pick it up now. The game itself did pretty well in both reviews, and fans enjoyed it and everything. But it might have become overlooked. So the Rayman series itself has been going on for quite some time now. The original Rayman released back on the PS1 in 1995. So it's quite some years now. Back then, and it was started out as a 2D side-scroller. Quite exciting art and gameplay mechanics for its time. But then when Rayman 2 arrived, it went all 3D. Sort of a third-person platform action adventure game. But now with Rayman Origins, the developers has sort of taken the franchise back to its roots, and hence the name Origin. So I will go more into detail about the game itself shortly, but first I would just like to tell that it supports 4-player co-op, local only, and it's currently only available on the consoles. There has been rumored of a PC release, but no confirmation as of yet. Ubisoft do tend to eventually release their games on PC, but might take some time. But as of now, you can only get it on the consoles, and it's available both digital and in brick-and-mortar stores. So it offers sort of something for everyone, the casual platformer guy who just want to go through the game and finish it, and for those, obsessed with getting in the best achievements and the best scores on every level, because this game certainly have enough challenges for that, if you're interested. But enough talk, shall we? And let's just have a look at the game in action. This is from one of the earlier stages in the game, so we're still sort of learning the abilities of Rayman and progressing him as we go. As with the first game, you are sort of, for each hub area or zone, you are learning one new ability. And this area we learned punching people, which you'll see is quite useful in this stage and in the game in general. So one of the sort of distinct features of the game is the art style. Not many games have this, and every animation, every slide, every background, it's all hand-drawn. It makes for a quite beautiful game, I would say. Compared to the original, they have been quite faithful in terms of the gameplay mechanics and so on. But one of the big changes you will see is in terms of pacing. This is a so much quicker game in terms of how you progress through it. The original, while very as a solid platformer, but it's a quite slow game. But this, however, you see we are jumping around, running around. It's all about making best times and collecting as many points as possible. And each level also has a time trial mode, which unlocks after you finished it for the first time. Every level also has these secret areas where you are supposed to save your fellow friends from the bad guys, obviously. And this is one of them. So it's got a lot of variety in the game itself, and each track sort of encourages you to play it several times, because this is not the first time I play this level, but you sort of want to come back and finish and sort of unlock all the secrets. So with that out of the way, we continue on through the level. And if you see in the top left corner, you have this sort of score system that tracks all your coin belongings. I don't remember the names now, but in the end you will, if you want to collect all of the stuff, you need a certain amount of coins. So say this level, I believe you have to collect 350 in order to get all the high score. And that can prove quite a challenge for many levels, because also you might miss one like that. I almost did, but luckily I retrieved it. So that is another incentive to replay levels, but but it doesn't feel forced, if you know what I mean. It doesn't feel like it's mandatory to do. You can still just go through the game, basically play it from A to B and be done with it, but the developers have sort of created this incentive to go back and collect all the bits. You know, did I miss some coins, and maybe I should have gone down in the secret cave this time, or yeah, things like that. And it's not frustrating to do. So in my case at least, but people are different. So this game is like I don't feel frustrated to go back and replay levels. It's a joy, because the level design, as you can see, is rather enjoyable, and it's all very well done and fast paced, as you can see. And this is not on a time trial mode. This is just a regular level, which you can take as long as you want. And still it feels really fast paced and fluent, I must say. Everything just seems to work. So we are sort of getting closer to the end here, and on the level. And I must say, before we end, we are just gonna have a look at a chest mode, in which we are hunting a chest, and I will just show it to you unedited and with some of the glorious music in this game. There you can see the top goal for winning the gold medal is 350. I don't believe we made it, but that's another incentive to replay levels. And bring in a friend or 3 friends, and this is quite an enjoying game, I must say. So if you haven't played it, I would strongly recommend you. There's tons of variety and tons of levels, and this is just the beginning. But now let's have some chests hunting, those silly chests.